I'm gonna plug this in. Turn that fan on. Turn this. Make sure that people can hear me, and then I can go and start my day. I really hope people know that I'm live streaming. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's good. Okay, test 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I should get that fixed now that I think. Okay, yes. Put this on mute. Don't cringe at my own voice, and we're live. I should turn this off. I should. Ow, that was a pimple. Ouch. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot more than it should. Alright. Why is the computer getting hot? Why, oh, why is the computer getting hot? Why, oh, why is the computer getting hot? I hope no one was watching that. That would be embarrassing. So yeah. Oh, someone is here because it said so. I don't know who it is. So yeah, do I have everything? Oh, hi, Dad. It's been a while. Sorry for not being able to hang out last week. I had things suddenly pop up. Okay. I probably should. This is embarrassing. I need to text people to let them know that I'm live, but this is probably what's the word? The least coordinated. Letting people know in advance, so I feel awkward about it. Maybe I shouldn't. Who knows what he's doing? Anyway, yes. So I guess the live stream can begin. I need to turn this fan on. It's kind of warm and hot because it's been warm. It's been very warm. Okay, I just had a thought. I should write something down really quick. And I apologize if anyone can notice. You can. Good. The house is a little more cluttered than I would like. Ooh, careful, stop touching stuff. Okay. What are things that happen? Labor Day live stream hype. Let's go. Yeah, Ekben here is here. Now the party can start. How have you been? Okay, let me think. I need to write down things of topic. That. Okay, so we have. Okay, so yeah, how have you guys been? It's been a while. Okay, so we have. I guess what should I do? I didn't really. This is probably the worst. No, I've done worse. I should have told people sooner that I was doing my live stream on Labor Day weekend, but I didn't. And now I told people on Facebook, but I didn't do my Twitter thing, Trash. And I'm just trying to decide if I should text some people, even though I didn't tell them ahead of time that I was going to do it. I just don't want to bother them. I don't know. And I'm also trying to think of stuff to talk about, because stuff has happened. Right. I've been busy, but I've been good. The start of the high school football season has been good for filming so far. That's good. That's really good. I'm glad you have that. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oops, that's how you spell it. That is really cool. Here. I guess I can start. I'll start with, I think I'll start this live stream with a couple things we can talk about. First thing that has been brought to my attention by myself is I hate naps. Do it. Just promote the stream now. Say, I'll be live for next hour if you wish to stop by. I almost wrote next year by mistake. I'll be live for the next 365 days. Uninterrupted, unabridged. I think that's what you say. Uncut. Wow. But, yeah. I thought a YouTuber did that once. Like, he did this weird live stream video where he, like, he live streamed for like a month. I guess I can do that. That is, you are very wise, Yakin here. What should I say? I'll be live the next hour if you wish to. Okay. Oh, I was live. Hmm. Ah, here. Monthly live. I'm a live stream today. Uh, I said naps. Naps with an N, not maps. I mean, I like maps. I'll take a map over a nap. But I said naps with an N. I'll be live for the next hour if you wish to take it. I'll be live for the next hour if what you wish us to stop by. Smiley. I'll be not live. I'll be live for the next episode. No, not a sad face. That was close. Smiley face. That was close. Okay, I'm focusing on you guys. Where was I? I love maps. I spent hours and hours looking at my atlas growing up, and the Google Maps now is very helpful anytime I go to a new stadium to film. That's true. That's true. I've never looked at an atlas. I probably have. I like geography too, but maybe not to your extent. But yeah, I like geography. Naps are nice sometimes, just not during a live stream. Yeah, like that one Chris Howard live stream where Chris almost fell asleep, but he didn't, and his brother Noah was kind of young. How does this frame? I think it looks good. I feel a little too tall. Better. Anyway, yeah, like my body is just really weird when it comes to naps. Everyone used to have them, and I guess it was just, it's just a normal thing. But to me, it's just. I should probably keep this up here. I think about it. To me, like whenever I take a nap, when it's like I like either stay up too late or slept terribly. Whenever I do that, I feel worse off than when I did before. Like in the sense like I get this weird brain fog and I can't think straight, and it's like I don't. Whenever I also take a nap, since then I'm not seeing the natural progression of the sun going whichever direction that direction is. Whenever I wake up, I'm like, it's the Twilight Zone. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm sure that's not the case for everyone, but for me, that's the case. I almost always feel worse for like a good hour or two after I wake up from a nap than before when I really needed one. But enough about that. I have other things to share. One really good thing and one really not bad thing, a sad thing that happened, which I mentioned on the Chris Howard live stream. Nap time in the Twilight. Nap time in the Twilight Zone. So, yeah. On the happy note, one of my friends, I probably can't say his name. Have I? I've mentioned him. I've mentioned him as P. P as in the letter, not the liquid. I feel much higher than that. My friend, we'll call him, yeah, we'll call him Mr. P, I guess. He was going to college. And he got his temps like all within the last couple weeks, like 2 3 weeks. It's just insane. He's taking like 5 different college classes, and he's gonna go for what did he say? Numbers, corporate numbers stuff. He likes numbers and analytics, and yeah, good for him. I'm happy for him, and yet I'm sad because it's like he's moving on, and I'm gonna not see him probably a lot less than I have been there. And it's kind of it's it's difficult, let's just say, because yeah, younger me, like, numbers are cool, good for him. Yeah, good for him. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. It is a little frustrating. I should. Oh, I forgot to show off this. It's a little frustrating. I mean, I am very happy for him. It's just frustrating in the sense because of the, you could say, strenuous upbringing, the the emotional, the emotionally capable side of me kind of stopped developing for like the past 4 years, I would say. It'll be in the past 6 months, if not a year. It's been finally moving on. But for a long time I couldn't really handle certain things. Like, when you're like a 5-year old, the world is scary. World, I can't talk. And there are just some things, little kids can't really handle. Well, I wasn't little kid level, but like due to the, I mean, constant, let's just say, constant fights between mom and dad, I got lots of trauma from that to the point that even thinking about getting a job or driving when I was like 16 was it was like speaking to like the entire population of the United States on while you're on a stage. It was terrifying, and it's just I'm not. My sister and her daughter, my niece, visited this weekend, and when I didn't expect, and I got to play with them yesterday afternoon. That's so cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. I'll make this quick. Basically, well, physically, I'm now 20, and physically speaking, I was 16. When I was 16 to 20, physically speaking, and yeah, I would say mentally speaking, I was 16 going on to 20, but emotionally capable, as in like capable of handling the day-to-day stresses, easily a 5-year-old, I would say, in the sense like I was very overwhelmed, and it really, as a child, that stunted my growth. But now that I'm finally moving on with that, I feel like I've gotten back into that kind of phase in life where I need playdates, even though I'm in my 20s, or like like those co-op park hangouts. I love those, and yet all of my friends and whatnot are now going to college and driving and moving. Well, not moving, but so it's like it's just I don't know. I'm celebrating my mini victories alone because I'm finally being feel like I can move on and do stuff, and there's no one to share it with. So I've been a little depressed because of that. That being said, though, I'm still very, very happy for my friend, and I hope he does well with life. Oh, hi, Mr. Morrill. Hi. Oh, what was I gonna thank you for again? There was something I wanted to thank you again, Mr. Morrill, for that piano, the extra piano that's in my room, the electric one. I just love it so much. It's amazing. And like with this one, when the even with the headphones in, like if I was doing this, mother could hear the sound of the keys being pressed, and it would drive her nuts. But the one in my room, when even with the door open, she can't hear me playing it. So I can actually play the piano with headphones on, as opposed to before I couldn't, and it was saddening. But yeah, thanks very much. I wouldn't mind standing and speaking to the whole United States, USA, but a room full of 10 classmates, that can make me cower. I wish I had classmates. I was homeschooled, and co-op was it was what was my co-op? I did a games class. What was it? Like it was very light. My co-op was very light. It was games class, and then when I got a little older, I did like I think like a science one. But and a chivalry one. At one point, I did a chivalry class where we all read a book called the Knights of like the School. The what was that book called? It's over there somewhere. I think. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's, okay. We read this book, and it's all about being. Oh, that's weird. Being. What's the word? a man, basically, being the knight in someone's life. And we were supposed to have a princess that we were supposed to be the knight towards. I foolishly chose a princess that was very busy with life, and I didn't have instant ways of communicating. So it didn't really work out, but I really enjoyed the book because it had people in it who were somewhat related. It was like the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, honestly, like the movie. It was like that movie. We had a bunch of characters that had certain flaws, and then they worked through it and ended up becoming really good people. And I'm missing a lot of comments. But yes, hi Dad, hi Mr. Morrill, hi Yakman here. Turn to your left and greet your neighbor. We can celebrate victories with you. Thank you. I do like that. I do enjoy having these internet friends, and you're just so kind. Welcome in, Mr. Morrill, and hi, Mrs. Stewart. I'm not sure I greeted you yet today. Shivering. I don't remember what I said, but yes, waving. Old-timey knights didn't have instant communication either. Well, they somewhat did. They had signal fires. You could argue that it was like probably the most instantaneous communication. Turns left, greets the wall. Chivalry. Yes, it's chivalry. Did I say the wrong word? I'm sorry if I did. But yeah. Co-op was really good. I was a little overwhelmed at the time, but yeah, it was I loved co-op. I would do co-op 1,000 times over, and if I ever have kids, which I'm not planning to, I have to admit, but if I did, I'm putting them to co-op, but not like the big co-ops. Did that ever happen to you, Mister to Yakvin here, or any other homeschooler who's in here that I'm not seeing? Did your co-op get just so huge it almost became like a school in and of itself, like a public school? Because that's what happened with mine. It was super small, and first it was just homes, parents wanting the best for their kids and wanting not like a public school form of upbringing, because that has lots of flaws, from not getting not going places academically speaking, being around bad influences, all this stuff, political things, left, right, center, stuff like that. And then, but with with co-op, it's like that's why they're doing it. They want to make sure that they get a good education, and it's very small. But then so many people join that it ends up becoming a school. It happened with ours. It's like we have like designated rooms, or at least the old co-op I used to go to is now so huge, has designated rooms where people go for this time to do this class, and then this class, and this class, and then there's a lunch, and I think there's even a principal. So it's just becoming Christian public school, and it's frustrating, especially since it was our old co-op. And I'm not reading your comments, Second here, and I apologize. I'm glad I don't need to make a signal fire. No telling what might burn down. Yeah, good point. That would be quite bad, and yet it sounds fun. I have to admit. I don't know what co-op exists in my area, but there are several different Christian schools to pick from and take classes at. That's good. That's really good. Yeah, I'm very glad that that's existing. Oh, I forgot to show this off. Mother got, I don't remember where, but one of those really cool multicolored pens. I think we still have our old ones somewhere. But yeah, it's one of those really cool ones where you have like 8 different colors. Eight? Six different colors. And it's just so fun. These pens are just the best. I'm glad you like those pens too. They're just so fun. Younger me thought they were like the coolest thing, especially with my these slight amounts of mental disability, whatever, autism or Asperger's or whatever I had, was fascinated with these. Excuse me. Especially our old one, because you couldn't see the inside. So you just pull down the button and then it appeared. And I was like, how do they do that? It was just so cool. But yeah, I love these pens. Yeah. Great. And now a quick, a thing that requires prayer, because, for those who don't know, which, yeah, wait, did I tell? I didn't tell you, Dad. Yeah, because reasons. Um, Here, let me pull up the photo. So, as you know, there was a lot of rain and stormy weather here in the United States. and especially in Ohio, there was like 15 confirmed tornadoes at one point. Well, all of the rain and whatnot did a number on the buildings. So that's where all the rain went. Yeah, it all went to Ohio. Yep, for real, it probably did. So basically, um, the all the rain did. There was too much rain, and our neighbor's basement wall gave out, and now there's this giant hole. And what we think happened was that so there's this giant school. Used to be a school of some kind that's behind our house. Huge, not that huge, but either way, um, basically the city tore it down. It was like a couple months they've been doing it, and you could argue they're still not done. There's still some construction equipment and whatnot. But basically, the walls of our house were shaking. Like the windows were shaking come from the vibrations of that. And all the way down, like, what did they say? Like, down the street, a good, like, four or five houses, the same thing was happening. The walls were just shaking. And what we think happened was that it made these houses were built, I think they said in the 40s, maybe 60s. I don't remember when they said this was made. I think the 60s sounds more like it. And we think what happened was that the basement walls were made out of these, or at least our neighbor, I think you can say her name, Miss J. Let's call her that, Miss J. Her walls are made out of like a, you could tell they're like this still the old kind of clay wall, and we think that it was brittle and old, and then all the shaking in the ground caused it to weaken, and then all the rain was the last straw, and it gave out. And like I said, a house, couple down, like across the street, down like four or five houses, their basement wall gave out as well. Some motorcycle, I've never heard one, but yeah, their basement wall gave out too. And yeah, it's something. It's really something. Was there a jail in the basement and some guy singing hymns there at midnight, perchance? No, it's no. Was there a jail in the basement? No, no. Oh yeah, it's like it's Peter. That would have been interesting, but no, no. So her insurance company said it would be like $40,000 to fix, and it's possibly the house is going to be unlivable. Which, yeah, out of all the things that could go wrong, like that's kind of like the best out of all of them because this neighborhood's not exactly the best. Let's just say there's some uh, difficult people, and especially the people right next to Miss Joanne have been really stressing her out. Let's just say they're not really polite. So, if if this is just the worst that happens, maybe hopefully she'll move to a better neighborhood, even though she has lived there for like 40 plus years. Bill J- Bill Jill lives there. Oh no, evil Bill Jill lives there. Oh no. Wait, in that house or that house? Because I actually just met the guy that lived in that house yesterday. He's a really interesting dude. He owns a ton of guns and like over 20 classic cars. Very interesting individual. Very interesting. Um, yeah, Dad, you would like that. This is like this dude really gave like I don't know if I can say his name. Let's call him Bob. There you go. So neighbor Bob, he's a really interesting individual. He has a couple really nice classic cars, and then he said he had like 18 like old pickup trucks. None of them work except like one, but he keeps them for parts. And he has lots of he has guns, like I said, which I find really interesting. Like like yeah, being on the internet and in real life, I've never really met such a gun person. It's like whoa. Which well, yeah, it's interesting. He's just a really cool guy, and he gives off the vibe of someone that Dad would find would hang out with. Um, but yeah, we should pray for the people who have their basements washed out. It's not fun to have to deal with that, even if all goes well. Agreed. Agreed. So yeah, and Miss J, our neighbor, even says that the bathroom, the floor of the bathroom, kind of sunk down a little, and yeah, so who knows what's gonna happen? But yeah, we should all pray together on live stream or not. Let's just all collective. Let's pray collectively now, and then just keep her in our prayers. Miss Bob, the neighbor, I think they're fine because they're moving. I think so. Yeah, let's pray for them. I don't like praying on video because I don't want people to think, "Oh, look how grand he is," or I don't know. Let's pray. I pray, Jesus, that you will bless Miss J, our neighbor, and I pray that you will remove the stresses in her life. And if she needs to move, which I think she does, I pray, Lord, that you will help her to do that. And I pray you will bless and protect her life. And I pray that wherever she moves, it'll have nicer neighbors, and she won't have to live in the fear that she's gonna have to deal with um, idiots, basically. We pray you will bless her, and I pray, Lord, that you will use this whole situation to show that you exist. In your name we pray, amen. She's also the one that I mentioned like a long time ago that she's the one that has cancer. Luckily, her cancer I think is healed. I think her cancer is like over. Like I think they knocked it out. So yeah, so that's good. And but also recently, her little dog Josie needed a surgery, and like Josie's like Miss Miss J's kid, basically. So yeah, she's just going through a whole lot. Yeah. But yes, enough about that. I have pimples on my face. Um, yeah. What else? Did I mention this last time that I'm cutting my hair differently? My mother suggested that I get rid of the bangs, which I'm so glad I did. Yeah, I think I did. Either way, I remember like I don't know. I cut it again like a couple days ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, not having these bangs really does make me look more masculine, and I'm really happy with my new haircut. Mm. Okay. Let me just check off the things that I said. So yeah, enough about me. How have you guys been? Because I mean, yeah, we all I know about you, Yak, been here, but not Dad, and not Mr. Morrow. Oh, and before you start freaking out, Dad, our house is fine. We don't have any problems. Like, it's kind of hard to tell. Basically, someone at our church said that if you see a horizontal line on your wall, then the wall, basically what's happening is that the wall is starting to do this, and when it does this, then you have the forces of the ground pushing this direction, plus the house going downwards means that your wall might go out. There's no big hole in Zimmer's basement. Yeah, hopefully not. Just hopefully never. It's hard to tell because it's the basement, so I haven't been in the basement a lot to notice, but I did notice a line on the basement wall. I just don't know how long it's been there. I don't know if it was recent or if it's been there for like years because I'm just not down there enough. Plus, it's a little moldy. But I checked. There's no bowing, so don't worry. Don't freak out, Dad. Cancels plans to make a hole in cancels plans to make a hole in Zimmerman's basement. Hmm. Yeah, I forgot to mention at some point, like the previous owner or the owner beforehand, replaced the basement wall from the clay to like the big solid bricks. So yeah, I'm not freaking out. Good, good, good. So yeah, so we should be fine. But yeah, keep us in prayer too. I don't think anything will happen. I think we're fine. But still, I mean, I don't know. Like, Yeah, we are thinking of doing the neighborhood. Mother's trying to get together with the decent people in our neighborhood and make a class. How do they say a class act lawsuit? I don't remember what it's called, but we're thinking of suing the city because of the lackluster job that they. Well, I don't know. I want to give them more grace, but yeah, we were thinking of suing the city, maybe getting Mr. Rand reimbursed by them. I don't know, because it was like if you lived here, you would realize it was pretty intense. Like imagine like your the walls of your house shaking and like things falling, from them demolishing. And imagine that for like a month. Yeah, it was weird. Everyone we talked to suggested suing the city and whatnot. Everyone that we talked to, I mean, like relatives and whatnot. But yeah, basically, yeah. Um, did it? Okay. I think that's everything. It reminds me of a Bible story where the winds blew and the storm beat against the house. Yeah. Oh, what was that Bible story? Jesus told the parable of to the people. If a man builds, if a man hears my word and does not act on it or something, he's like a man who built his house on the sand, and then when a storm comes, it washes it away. But if a man actually listens to my word, it's like building his house on a solid foundation. Excuse me. Yeah. Speaking of, like, if he builds it on a rock, and speaking of rocks, I heard from my mother that when yes, Matthew 7:24 verse 27, 24 and 27. Yeah. Mhm. I heard from my mother that when Jesus named Peter or Simon Peter, I don't remember exactly what mother said, but she said that it was there was a theory, or she believes that it was more like he was making a pun. On this rock, I will call you Peter, because Peter back then, I don't remember. It meant like rock or something. I don't remember. It's been a while since she talked about it. But yeah, I could not thank my mother enough for for the motorcycles. No, for the the what's the word? The upbringing, the knowledge. Yeah, the knowledge. Because yeah, since we yeah, I have good sources on things like things like the unseen realm, fuel projects, yada yada, stuff like that. And I couldn't be more grateful. There're just some things that normal mega churches don't, talk about. Like, why did God have the Israelites kill all those people in the Old Testament? Why does God allow suffering, demons, all that stuff? And I could not thank my mother more because I have the answers. Or at least I have what I think are the answers. And I couldn't be more grateful. Plot twist, Zimmer's mother invited a bunch of motorcyclists to come watch the live stream. That would be interesting. She would not. She would be the last person to talk to motorcyclists. She like really dislikes motorcycles. It would be funny twist though. That would be like the ultimate plot twist. Hmm. What else? It kind of occurred to me while doing this live stream that I don't. It's been so long. I don't know. Like, I mean, you guys know me, but how well do you know me? You know what I mean? Like, in a sense, I've mentioned my faith and where I stand certain places, but I don't know. I think at one point in life, I kind of lost a friend. Well, not really lost a friend, but his mother kind of. We stopped going over to their place because the mother said, he was busy and whatnot. But it might have been because of, just certain things that I may have inadvertently came across as like when it came to certain things that I would make on my channel and whatnot. I think yeah, they're like basically since I haven't openly stated where I stand, I think I lost someone who assumed that I stood somewhere else. Let's just say, This weekend, my mom helped me go through my closet and wash all of my clothes, finding some I forgot I had, as well as give away some that I don't fit anymore. Good. That's really good. That's really good. Nothing better than cleaning out a closet. Like, for real, there's nothing better than, like, you open a closet and you start pulling stuff out and you're like, I don't need this. And then at the end of the day, you have so much space. That's just the best thing. Great. I don't know. I just wanted to briefly, really quickly, just say where I stand. Just because I haven't, and I probably should. So I'm going to say where I stand. Where do I stand? I am a Christian. I am a Christian, and what else? I believe in the creation theory, and politically speaking, I am red. I will say. I don't know politics like at all, so I know I'm conservative republic. I think like mother knows this stuff more than I do, and when I talk to her about it, she's like, you didn't say that right." So yeah, so yes, and yes, and I believe there's a God. I also I personally believe that Satan doesn't rule hell. I believe that Satan is going to hell, and he's trying to get anyone else to come with him to it. Or he thinks, yeah, that he might genuinely win, which he won't, and I'm very grateful for that. And yeah, I believe other things, but they're a little more, you could say, unorthodox. But yeah, I think you're overthinking why people got busy as they got older, but it's still good to know where you stand on certain things. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Because, yeah, I am right. It's just I wanted to really just I for future reference. I guess I'm just gonna say for now where I stand. So then, if someone supposedly gets the wrong idea of where I stand, then I can just refer them to this. So yes, I believe I will say this. I'm gonna say this. Hot topic. All right. I believe there are two genders, and then there are things that people have made up over the course of time. I will say that, and I will die on that hill because yeah, that's how God thinks, in my professional opinion. In the words of did any of you see that really funny Babylon Bee video? It was like an alien visits the United States government and discovers all the different new genders that are coming out. And at the end he's like, "Oh, I got it. We have men and women and people who are mentally ill." I'm trying to be kind of quiet because this window's wide open, and yeah, I will state my face, but I'll state it quietly. There are other things that I believe that I'm sure some people would disagree with. But if you're curious, I will say it. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're not supposed to really light a lamp and then put it underneath the lamp, the thing that covers it, whatever. How did that Bible verse say it? I don't know. My dad watched Babylon Bee videos since it's satire, but I always just shake my head and say, it's made up. I love it. I really I like the Babylon Bee, but one thing that I noticed that both sides do, even good Christians, we tend to lack one thing in its grace. In the sense, you'll see the extreme of either side. You'll see the extreme left, and they're like, "Oh, them XYZs, they're idiots and homophobic and yada ba ding dong." But even on the extreme right, or anywhere in between, really, you see people like, "Oh, those simple-minded, lost buffoons or whatever." And you know what I mean? And you see like videos online of like Piers Morgan and other people who like completely destroy the other side, but it's there's no grace in the sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't agree. Let's just say with the left. The only thing I don't agree with, but I understand the values. Like there's a hard and soft virtues. Hard virtues are like justice, righteousness, truth. stuff like that. And then we have on the soft side, we have love, compassion, mercy. And on the left, I'll say, you can see there's a lot more of that than on the right. The left are like, we will accept you as who you are, regardless what people think. And the right's like, no, it's either this or that. I've noticed, and I realize that there's no grace to allow there's no grace basically. I'm just seeing that a lot. I'm seeing people on both sides harassing the other side without showing any grace, which is super ironic. But yeah. My dad watches. Okay. I'm glad it exists, but also it's not my preferred form of comedy most of the time. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. I don't watch it all the time. That one video was just really funny to me. But yeah, even the Babylon Bee tends to be a little too hard, in my opinion, on the left. In my opinion, I think we've gotten into this weird trench. I've heard from a really good YouTuber, trench theory. Excuse me. We're in a trench theory kind of thing. We have people who've dug trenches on this side of the political spectrum and this side of the political spectrum, and anyone in between gets blasted. But either way, we're in trenches. We have this is where we stand and we're not moving kind of a thing. And I think, it used to not be like that. Take like 80 years ago. It was like, you could have, you didn't have the extreme radicals on both the left and the right. It was more just they disagreed, but that was it. You didn't see riots at the scale and magnitudes that they have now. You didn't have the ridiculousness of now there's a little bug on the wall of the wall. Excuse me. Kablam! I don't know what that was. There is this behemoth spider. Moving on, because I'm done talking about that. There is a behemoth spider outside. Um, there's this we have the porch, and the porch has this little roof that sticks out, and from the top of the thingy, bug removal stream. You would not want to watch that. I wouldn't make a live stream like that. I would run away screaming. Okay, so there's a roof, and then the ground, and there's this regular, the stereotypical spider web, where it's like it circles around like the thingy, regular spider web, and it's like 8 feet tall, maybe 7 feet, but yeah, like 7 foot tall, regular sized spider web with this behemoth spider. Like, how do I describe how big it is? It's like this big. I drew this to scale, alright? Here's my hand for comparison. Now imagine that outside right now. It is terrifying. And the worst part is it might be a female, which means there might be more of them coming soon. But either way, it is terrifying looking. Oh, hi. Uh, Hi, Mr. T. Can't stay long. Hope everyone is having a good day. Yeah, we were having a great Labor Day. I'm enjoying my friends and family. Okay, to bring you up to speed, Mr. T, um, basically, the basement wall of a neighbor collapsed. Here's the picture to look at it from all the rain that's been going on here in Ohio, and from the school that's been uh, demolished by the city, and we're thinking of getting a class action lawsuit, whatever it's called, suing the city because they didn't, let's just say, do the best job. Um, a friend of mine's going to college. Did I mention this? He even got his temps. Yeah, and what else? I told my statement of faith. I'm a Christian, Republican conservative who believes in creation theory and other things, which by at this point, And yeah, I just wanted to state it because I realized that there was at least one person in my life who I don't really interact with anymore, but it might have been because his parents assumed I believed, let's say, other things, which I may have indirectly, like unintentionally, showed in my YouTube videos. Yeah, basically that's it. That's everything. And yes, everyone, welcome Mr. T. I don't know if this will help. I want to turn on the light. It's gonna help. Okay, what else? Anything else happen? I don't think so. Oh, and my mother got one of these really cool pens. I love it so much. And that's basically everything. I need to turn on this fan again for half a second. It's quite warm here currently. It's like 80, 80, 86 degrees. And I'm a little warm. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, and Yakbin here is filming, what's it called? High school football season has started, and he's been filming that to catch you up. And that's basically it. Oh, right, and I read a book for co-op years ago, and it's about being a chivalry-filled knight. How does Old MacDonald write notes with a pig pen? Are you playing any music tonight? I should. I haven't really been playing, like, well, I guess I could show that off now. I have, like, okay, the other piano, the one that, shout out to Joe Morrill, who's here in the live stream, who has graciously given to me for free, I might add. That was, like, the best gift ever. Thank you very much. Like, basically, it has a bunch of preloaded songs with also, what's the word? A way to teach, like, a tutorial on how to teach it. So on that piano, I've been learning. It's not like a really professional, like it's not like the official way to play it, but it's nevertheless a way to play it. So I've been learning how to play for Elise, but the problem is I can't incorporate the two sides. I know the right side, I know the left side, but I don't know how to incorporate them. I've been trying, and my brain's really struggling. Just like when it did for Maple Leaf, it was just like really hard to figure out. Man, the whole neighborhood's gonna hear me playing. But it's fine, there's nobody outside. I wish I was more brave. Oh darn it, I forgot this key. I forgot this key is broken, Oh, I forgot this key's also gave out too. I'm gonna move it. Whoops. Wait. Drat, why can't I remember this? Nope. Nope, come on. I can't remember. Wait, why can't. If it was the other piano, I'd be doing this a lot easier. Like I said, I don't know all of it, but I know the left side and the right side, but I can't. My brain won't let me figure it out. Nope. Oh, it's moved. That was I can do one section with both hands. And that's about it. But yes, I've been learning that. I have to admit, I love the piano. As stereotypically Asian that is, I really do enjoy playing it. And I noticed something. How do you beat? Like, I would take the Asian stereotype if, like, I don't mind the Asian stereotype solely for just like that. People think I'm smart, even though you can't really tell I'm Asian looking. But yeah, I just find that interesting how the Asian stereotype is that you're like really smart, you play like 8 different instruments, and you make a ton of money. And it's like I don't want that stereotype to be broken. Like I broke through the stereotype. I'm an underpaid underachiever who's not very intelligent. Like how do you do that? That's fun that you're learning a version of Release. Yeah, I remember learning a simplified version of that when I was younger. It's a classic. It really is. You'll get it eventually, just like you did with Maple Leaf Rag. You're doing great. Thank you. I played a little bit of piano for my niece yesterday, and even though I was out of practice, she enjoyed the music. That's cool. What music can you play? I'm curious. But yeah, that was. Thank you very much. I have to admit, I've been struggling playing Maple Leaf because I haven't played it enough in the past couple months to stay at the professional area that I've been in. I hope it's tall enough to think about it. This is not good centering. There you go. Perfectly centered with the weird curtain in the way. Guess I'm better than I thought. Well. Yes! Man, like, okay, I guess this really confirms it. Whenever I play the Maple Leaf Rag on that piano, the one in my room, I do terribly. But on this one, I do better. I bet it's muscle memory or something. Either way, I have a growing love for classical music. I used to hate it when I was younger, but I've since come to appreciate the beauty within timeless pieces. I know they're just really nice. Have you seen Mr. T? There's this cool video. It's called like classical music mashup, where this one guy like Grant in the Wood or whatever his YouTube name was, he compiled like he took a bunch of the classics, and made a really beautiful song matching them all up. So we had like for release some Maple Leaf. They're like the best things ever. If I can, here I'm gonna try to find it and somehow show you guys. Here I can here. And I should start wrapping up soon, sadly. I have a handful of piano pieces memorized, mostly simplified versions of hymns from grade school, but one of these days I might reinvest my efforts into practicing piano to learn the real ones. Yeah. Nothing better than that. I love. I have to admit, it's weird. Like because of my unusual upbringing, I didn't really push myself, which I'm really regretting. But at the same time, as much as I don't push myself, I love learning. Um, Classical music mashup. Let's see. Okay. So, Mr. T, I want you to watch this. If you can find it, I want you to watch that because that's like the videos like that guy made are like the most insane thing ever. So yeah, the YouTube channel is Grant Woolard. Woolard. Either way, go check it out. I think yeah, I'll text you at some point. In fact, I might just do it now before I forget because I don't want to forget. And I don't want to really play the video on my phone because that would use up a ton of data. I really shouldn't do that. Okay. Links. Whoops, no. Link. Share. Share it. Share it. Wait. Insert best collab in history. Raise the text to copy link. I just copied the link, and I'm gonna text it to you right now. Let me just, here it is. I hope that's the right link. That would be embarrassing if it wasn't. And it's been sent. Let me just make sure that's the right link. If not, that would be embarrassing. Da 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 da. Good. Phew. I did not know so. Okay, so yes, I sent you the link, Mr. T. That's like the best classical music video I've ever seen. It's so good. I tried playing the song you did, but underwater with the shoddy internet connection. I called it the Maple Leaf lag. The Maple Reef. I love that. The Maple Reef lag. And you're welcome, Mr. T. Wow. Welcome. Oh, could you share the link here in the chat too? I could try. I know that at least one time when I did that, it didn't. On the Chris Hard live stream, I tried to share it and it didn't work. Classical music mashup. It's like the best thing I've ever heard. And I don't know how recently I learned this, but apparently, if you listen to classical music, the lack of drums in the classical music helps your brain to not be autistic. Let's see if this works. Oh, oh, it did work. I thought it wouldn't. I That's weird because I tried to post a link in another person's live stream. It didn't work at all, and it was a Rickroll video. But yeah, if that's up, then please go check it out and subscribe to Mr. Grant Woolard. He's the best. He hasn't made a video in a while, but still, some of the best classical music I've ever heard. And in one of the videos, you get Rickrolled. Lack of drums. Yes, a lack of drums. Because I don't know how to. Wait, it's your stream, so you should be able to share the link here. Normally, just streamers and mods can put links in chat to help reduce spam. That makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, good to know. I don't need to do anything. But yeah, lack of drums. Yeah, basically like I don't remember exactly where I heard this. Boo, no drums. Yeah, but yeah, drums are cool. It's just if you want to not be autistic, apparently you can just listen to classical music. And a study somewhere showed that it's like I'm wearing eyeliner a little. A study showed that like you will, and like if you listen to classical music like every day for like a month or a year or something, you won't have autism anymore or something. It was something like that. I should sadly wrap this up because it's 7:59. I wish I did. I have to admit, I wish I did this every week. This is really nice. Should I try moving this to every week? That would be very interesting. No, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. That would be kind of stressful. Constantly trying to remember that there's a live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at a month. I'm gonna turn this on for half a second, and then we should start heading out the door. What should I play? How about What should I play? Come on, Zerman. It's raining tacos from out of the sky. That's all I know. It would be a lot to do every week, but you've done great with once per month schedule for years. Now, wow. Yeah, you're right. Crazy. Do a praise song. Ooh, I could do a praise song. That's a good idea. I love I love that. I love the taco song. It's so funny. Praise song. Oh gosh, I don't remember how they go. Holy, amazing grace. Grace is enough for me. Oh gosh, I don't. Gosh, I haven't done the praise songs in so long. I don't know the lyrics. Okay. Okay, Amazing Grace, because it's the only one I can think of. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. I don't remember the rest. Wait, praise God for tacos parody praise video for later. Praise God. That's a really interesting idea. Wait, I need to write that down. Praise God for tacos. Praise God for tacos. I don't think I spelled that right. I should do one more. That one, I don't know what to. I. That's it. I am making a decree that, like a promise, that by next month, next live stream, I'm gonna have a new song to play on the uke. Okay, new song on uke. Promise chat. That's not an H there, that's a plus sign. Okay. And I think we all know until Ryan Matlock finally ever returns with Fantastic Fridays or any form of video that's not a YouTube short, every day isn't a holiday, so sit and cry and wonder why we lie around and cry without any of these weird, funny holidays. Why? When will we ever make another Fantastic Fridays? Hear ye, Zimmerman will have a new song for next stream. Don't miss out. God bless you all. Yes, God bless you all. This was fun. Thanks for stopping by. I will have you in my thoughts and prayers. I feel like whenever I do a praise song, I feel like praying. I don't know why. I'm going to say a quick prayer and then we'll all leave. I thank you, Jesus, for this good day and the good friends I have online, and I pray you will help us all to strengthen each other up, and that I pray help us to remember to, I don't know what, but basically just keep us strong in faith and help us to give you glory in everything we do. In your name we pray, amen. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for having us over today, everyone. Welcome. This was fun. I'll see you next month, first Monday every stream, unless I specifically say otherwise. So yeah, bye. This was a really good stream. Bye.